The Lakers need perimeter defense and offense. Let's say the Spurs want to trade DeMar Derozan. Should the Lakers be the number one option for DeMar Derozan? We need perimeter offense and defense. So I'd say so. But let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about it in this video.
Here we go.
Yo, YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy Big Play Slay here, coming back with another video. So this is a video talking to you guys about DeMar Derozan to the Los Angeles Lakers. Can it happen? Will it happen? Is it possible? Before we jump into this video, take the time to like this video, subscribe to the channel. We are on that road to 300, so let's get there. And also go check me out on Twitter and IG. Now let's jump into it. So if you look at DeMar DeRozan stats, let me pull it up here. So DeMar DeRozan last year, he averaged about 21.6 points throughout the season. His career stats, 2020 he averaged 21.6, 22.1, 2019, 21.2, 23.0 in 2017, 27.3 in 2016, which was his best year, I think. Yeah, it was his best year. Now, one thing I like about DeRozan is that he's very consistent. He's always been this guy where, he can always be a very consistent player. But at times, he can also fade away from the game. Now, I'm not saying he's a bad player by any means, but at times he can fade away from the basketball game. It almost feels like he's going to have a quiet 20 points. Now, I do think it's mostly because there were, DeJounte Murray was on the Spurs and stuff. He had a couple good games. And then DeRozan would have a quiet 26, 27 point game. So it's not really fading away. It's just having a quiet game. And that's something the Lakers need because we need a guy that can be consistent. And also gives us good perimeter offense. And I feel like DeMar DeRozan fits those traits. DeMar DeRozan is a guy that has strong capabilities. He can dunk, he can finish, he can attack the rim. And not to mention, he's a really good mid-range shooter. That's something that he's maintained consistent throughout his career. He's been one of the best mid-range shooters of his era. In his time in the NBA. He's gotten better. He's developed that trait. In every single season, it feels like he's getting better. The last 2 seasons he hasn't because he's getting older in age. But now I feel like he needs to go to a team that is in contending roots. Teams that are wanting to, or teams that are willing to give up players that are younger to a team that's rebuilding. Which this trade will make sense because the Spurs need a couple guys that are younger and also players that also fit that role of just scoring consistently. I feel like if we give up a younger guy, a young player on the Lakers and give it to the Spurs, I feel like it makes sense. Unless it's not THT, because I love that man to death. He is a beast. But any other younger player on the Lakers, and honestly, it may even have to be THT. Because the Spurs want to rebuild. They're not in title contention anymore. So they need younger players for the future to build around. Pop is probably going to retire in a couple seasons, so that's one thing we have to look out for. So the Spurs are going to be in rebuild mode. And then the Lakers, we need players that help us get into title contention again. We're always going to be in title contention as long as we have LeBron and AD. So why not add a third star? Let's get DeMar DeRozan to the Los Angeles Lakers. I'd love that. I'd love it for this team. It would make so much sense. He was one of the players that I wanted in this free agency a long time ago. When I saw the free agent market and the free agent players, he was one of the guys that I wanted. Derrick Rose, and Devontae Graham. Um, all players that are consistent and would help and contribute to the Lakers very quickly. So I'm gonna end this video off right here. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like this video again, and I'm out. Have a blessed and safe day, y'all. Peace.